Alright, this might be a little bit of a longer video here. I'm going to get into a little JavaScript. I started off by creating a Bootstrap form components JS, and then I added it to the index HTML, so you don't have to watch me do that crap. And on here, what we're going to do, the idea behind this is, you know how like when you click into the URL address bar, it selects everything? Well, sometimes you might want that functionality on your form, on your input fields as well. So that's what we're going to do. So let's start off var, oops, sorry, I'm old school here, we'll call it BFC equal an object. And I know you can, there's probably a better way to do this, but for now this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have it global. And then we're going to add an event listener, window add event listener, and we're going to call that DOM content loaded, right? I think that's what it is. Loaded. And that is going to be an event, which is going to go to function. We're going to create that function up here. We're going to call that function, let's see, select all on focus, and we'll grab the event, and we'll go var, oops, sorry, old school, let L equal e dot target, and we'll just make sure that well, it should always be, it always should be a target, right? Anyway, if L has attribute, and we'll call that attribute select all on focus. And then we'll just do L dot select. Alright, that should be the function. And then we're going to add an event listener for the document. Query selector, body, add event listener. That event listener is going to be for focus, and that's going to be a function, and we'll do select all on focus and pass that E in. I don't think I need I don't need that event up here, do I? I don't think so. Alright, so that's that. Now let's just go ahead and throw that onto one of these controls. We're going to fancy it up a little bit and make it so that it's available for the users. So we want to go to our form page here, and we'll throw that on here just to see. Let's run this puppy. Tab out of there, and it does not work. Of course it doesn't work. Oh, you know what I think it is I forget exactly what it's called, but it's something to do with the propagation of the event. It's got to propagate down or up or something like that, and you have to put in a true attribute here, boolean, and set to true. Capture prevents callback from being something, I don't know, but I think you got to put that true on there. S. I don't know if I need to do a rebuild and apply changes, but we'll do a hot reload. Alright, well, let's see here. Let's do a Control-Shift-R to empty the cache, make sure I got a fresh copy. And there we go. Alright. So now we got that functionality. You know, in case it's, sometimes I find that I do need it, it's more convenient rather than to have, you know, clicking in and having to, that's all we have for this today, folks. Oh, I told you, I thought I was gonna, alright, you ready for a bad joke? A woman walks into a veterinarian's office with a very limp duck in her arms. The veterinarian takes her into the examining room, puts a duck on the examining table, and you know, puts a stethoscope in, you know, feels around, and he looks up at the woman. He says, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but your duck, Cuddles, is dead." And she just freaks out, you know. She's like, "He's dead? What do you mean he's dead? How can you be so sure? You haven't even run any tests. He could be in a coma." So the veterinarian, you know, he rolls his eyes and walks out of the examining room. A minute later, he comes back in with a black Labrador retriever. The black lab walks up to the examining table, puts his front paws on it, sniffs the duck over, he looks up at the veterinarian, shakes his head, hops down, walks out the room. A couple moments later, a cat comes in, walks up to the examining table, hops up on it, does the same thing, smells it, looks up at the doc or the veterinarian, you know, hops down, walks out. The veterinarian turns to the woman. He goes, "Ma'am, I can tell you your duck is 100% certifiably dead." And as she's reeling in shock, you know, he walks over to the computer and he types out the bill, you know, and he hands the bill to her for $100. And she looks at the bill, you know, she's still in shock, and she goes, $100? $100 just to tell me my duck is dead?" And the veterinarian goes, "Well, ma'am, you know, if you'd just taken my word for it, it would have been $20. But with the lab report and the CAT scan